That's great. Yes, but as I mentioned before, we were a bit anxious with us alone. Then by chance, we met a master swordsman who was passing through the village and asked him for his assistance, but... Diaz! Rena? So, Rena, you know of Mr. Diaz? Yes, we are from the same village. Will you ask for Diaz's help? Yes, Mr. Diaz is such a master swordsman that there is no swordsman who does not know his name. Well then, he will have no trouble defeating those men. After all, Diaz is a stronger swordsman than anyone. So, Father, do you give Diaz your okay? Saying that would be a good warm-up for the Lacor Tournament of Arms. He accepted, but I was opposed. Rather than hiring such a person of unknown repute, I would rather we step into the forest ourselves. He'd never do anything like that. I can vouch for both his character and his skill with the sword. My dear, even if you should vouch for him... Well, this is also the problem of our village. We may be irresponsible for hiring a swordsman who is merely passing through. If that is so, Father, then I know the best method of solving our problem. Why don't you leave the task of defeating the bandits to us? Celine, are you serious? Of course. This is the time that we can clearly demonstrate the results of our training. It doesn't matter to me, but if you're giving me the boot, I'll just leave this village. But if you fail because of this arrogant woman, don't come running to me. Oh, I cannot believe the rudeness of this man. You're the one who's being rude. You come in the middle of everything and screw up the operation. I'll have no more of this. I'm going back to the inn. It's been a long time. I didn't recognize you, Rena. You too. Sorry, guys. Celine's fuming. Father, are you really going to hire that suspicious-looking swordsman? They're just a gang of bandits, so we'll easily crush them. Well, that's what they say, but Celine... Rena... What's the matter? I have a message from the Elder. He said, please rescue the children. Was that really all of it? I have a favor to ask. I want you to fight together with us. What is this? Did they come crying and beg you to say this? I am going to see Diaz. Rena? You don't have to be so surprised, Claude. They come from the same village, right? Well, that is true. I haven't seen him in 2 years. wonder if our goals are really the same. What? I mean, do you just want to talk to him? You may be right. There is a lot I want to talk about. DS, I want you to understand something. I know that you are strong, but if you know that, then there is no reason for us to fight together. Why do you reject other people like that? That is not real strength. People who reject other people and go it alone are afraid of accepting other people. You haven't seen me in a while, so are you trying to preach to me? Rena, you too have become quite a smart aleck. I guess I've changed from when I was little. It was only 2 years ago. Oh yeah! Well, since this is a request from my other little sister, I guess I should listen to it. Oh, DS! But if those guys start to become an encumbrance, then I will leave them right there. Thank you! Cecile says thank you too. Heaven is a little too far away. I couldn't hear her. Diaz really annoys me. He's like that typical lone wolf. I can do everything alone, blah blah blah. He's such a stereotypical character. It actually gets really annoying. But he is a good character, so... Okay, let's see what these guys are going to say about it. I have a feeling that Claude's not going to be too thrilled. You're too late. Did that man do something to you? I know that this is sudden, but I have a request. I want you to get him to join us. Huh? What do you mean by that? I asked Diaz, and then he promised that we would fight together. That he would fight with us. Oh! Well then, since it is a request from his cute girlfriend, he is certain to agree. It's not like that. His skills as a swordsman are really top rank. He would be a great help to us. What should we do, Claude? He said that he could do it by himself. If that's so, there's no need to go with him. You're terrible! Why do you say that? I'm not lying, and we have no need for that man. Okay, then I will go with DS. Rena? Claude may not need him, but I need DS. Oh dear. Claude's being quite the jackass, isn't he? From your appearance, I guess things didn't go as you expected. You weren't even looking at me. There are things you can see without looking. That's true. So I decided to go with you. You, Rena? I won't be an encumbrance, and I have my powers of healing. Even if I said no, you'd probably come along without permission anyway. Rather than have you come along without permission, I'd best agree to it from the start. Thank you. This time, your words of thanks didn't sound so spirited. That's because I said I'm sorry at the same time. Rena, if you're going to be along, I'd better revise my equipment again and get to bed early. Tomorrow is D-Day. I understand. I'll get together my equipment. Well, we're pretty much all set up. I got all my equipment before all this, so I just want to see what Claude and Celine have to say about this. You ought to do the best you can. Okay. Celine's rooting for us. You don't need me, right? Just leave me alone. Claude seems very upset about something. Could it be that, he thinks that DS could be a potential boyfriend? Although I do agree that I think that in this part of the game, Claude can be a real ass. Like, he really doesn't show the best part of himself during this part of the game. He starts acting like a jealous little kid. Anyway, it's the next day. Let's see what's going on. We're a little behind schedule. Let's go. No one's up yet. Were you thinking of going at the same time as them? Not exactly. Yeah, right, Rena. At this time, we'll catch the bandits off guard. I understand. Yesterday, I got these mud boots or whatever from the elders. They seem to be required for crossing the swamps in the forest. Giving them to me means you think of me as a friend, right? I guess so. When we were little, didn't you give me a tiara made of daisies? I just remembered. Come on, let's go. All right. Good morning. All right, let's check our status and equipment here. There's DS, there's this picture. And stats and everything. Let's check his talents. Nothing really worth using. God, what's up with my characters and such crappy talents in this game, in this playthrough? Sometimes it's really hit and miss. Sometimes you get really good talents that really allow the character to be able to work well with them, but sometimes it's just you just get crap. I guess in this playthrough I'm just getting crap. Okay, so DS's skill points is 200. I hate doing this in the game because you have a whole bunch of skills and a whole bunch of skill points, and it's so hard to distribute them correctly. Yeah, DS needs a lot of good healing and strength since he's a fighter, because he's like Claude. Claude and DS both use they both use killer moves, so it's good to get his battle moves up there. Let's see, what am I gonna use? Cancel. Yep, definitely need that. Yep, Spirit Force. Yep, ignore. Yep. Blow the enemy away and use the rest. So that when they eat their favorite food, you get more HP healed. Perfect. Alright, let's do it. I guess this forest ahead is where to go. Huh? Are you leaving already? I want to put this to an end quickly. Please be careful. And this is the Heraldry Forest. It looks pretty creepy, eh? Come, the time has come. Don't let your guard down. Okay. And that concludes this video. Thank you for watching. And see you later, guys.